I love watching anime cartoons, particularly when they have English dubbing, because it almost never syncs up. Oh! Ghost in the Shell, released in 1995 and is directed by Mamoru Oshii, who is a very famous Japanese filmmaker behind several different anime projects. And he is famous for his very philosophical-driven storylines. With this one, it's about the power of computers and its impact on our everyday lives in the near future. Or at least that's what I got from it. This film is of course based on the manga of the same name. Is it Magna or Magna? Please don't be offended if I pronounce it incorrectly. As a matter of fact, please don't be offended if I pronounce any of these names incorrectly. I'm really trying my best. Please be gentle with me. The year is 2029, and from what I understand, humans can now augment people almost completely into cybernetic beings. Whether it's just an appendage or the entire body. The brain that is enclosed in the cybernetic body part is referred to as the ghost, and the body is the shell. Hence, ghost in the shell. Get it? Motoko Kusanagi is an assault team leader of the police faction of Newport City, Japan. And the foreign minister's team is Ghost Hack, and Kusanagi is tasked with finding the one behind the hacks, the Puppet Master. And that's really all the plot I can tell you without giving away spoilers, and I don't want to do that because I want you to go in and enjoy everything unraveling as you watch it. And I do recommend this film. It was pretty enjoyable. It's actually a pretty simple storyline. It's a basic cat and mouse story arc. Kusanagi is hunting down the Puppet Master, who is this entity that can transfer from one shell to the other. And the fun thing to see about this film is that society has basically integrated itself so much with computers that everyone has some sort of augmentation of computers in their body. In this world, we don't communicate by phone anymore. We communicate with connections to the internet that are inside our head, which is something that is totally going to happen, by the way, down the road. Just give it time. But the hard thing about showing that in an anime is that it's not very engaging just watching people talk with their minds and not do anything. If I did the rest of the review like how they did intercommunications in this movie, you'd probably be bored to tears. Hell, I'm bored to tears by just editing this thing. But I think this movie is widely known for its animation and from the director's idea of where he saw the world going when it came to computers. It's commended for its use of cel animation mixed in with CGI. Cel animation is a drawn-on celluloid. And reading up on this film, it has inspired some pretty big names in the film industry. James Cameron, for one, and the Wachowski Brothers. You know, the guys behind The Matrix and really didn't do anything else? You can see a lot of things that came from this movie implemented into The Matrix. It's also really cool watching this movie nowadays for the very first time and seeing how our culture has advanced from 1995 and how close we are to the culture in this movie. I mean, back in 1995, the internet was just becoming a normality in homes. Everyone was just getting a computer and they were using dial-up through AOL. You remember those days? We're in! To see someone predict how dependent our culture would be on this brand new thing nowadays is really cool. It's an awesome prediction. And it's very jarring. In terms of the actual film itself, I enjoyed it a lot. It's a very neat cop chase thriller and it's very beautiful. Kusanagi likes to test her shell to try to feel more human, and you see that several times throughout this film. Like when she's assassinating a criminal, she'll disrobe to try to feel more feminine, feel more like a woman. Or she'll go swimming in the ocean because she wants to feel that fear of drowning. You know, like a human would. Kind of harder for her because she's metal. That's something you don't see a lot of days in the United States when it comes to the female form or the male form. It's basically nudity in general. We are a very shameful society when it comes to the naked body. Unlike many cultures and many countries overseas, they embrace the beauty of the human figure, which I believe in too, by the way. I mean, this really isn't beautiful, but I appreciate it. And I have to say that the English dubbing of this anime is really terrible. Especially the voice actress who played Kusanagi. You talk so monotone. Could you at least try to put some energy behind your lines? Please? And I was struggling while watching this movie to find the hidden meanings behind everything. because I knew they were there. I mean, that's all I heard about this movie for so long, about all the hidden meanings and what it means to be human. And oh my god, there's so much of that in here. And watching it, I was like, yeah, I think I got it. I'll probably have to read up on it afterwards, which is not a bad thing. It is something that I kind of struggle with when it comes to theater, when it comes to film, when it comes to paintings. You get all those, people with their noses up in the air go like, oh yes, I love the hidden meaning behind that painting. And I'm just sitting there like, wow, didn't get that. Oh yeah, sure, the hidden meaning, subculture, and things. Sure. Yeah, this is one of those films, I think. So if I were to give any advice if you're watching this movie for the first time, just go in and watch the movie. You'll enjoy yourself way more, and if you want to delve into, like, the hidden messages behind it, just do it after. But please, just enjoy the experience at hand. So in the end, again, I really enjoyed Ghost in the Shell. The animation is absolutely beautiful, and I respect the impact that it had on a lot of current filmmakers today. But some of the choices that were made, while they make sense to the plot, just kind of made the action a little uninteresting. And I have no idea how this anime version stacks up against the live action version that just came out this past summer, because I haven't seen it. Eventually I will though, and yeah, we'll see. I did not hear good things. But this version is just an hour and a half, so I definitely recommend it if you haven't seen it already. So I'm gonna give Ghost in the Shell 3.5 out of 5 Blu-rays.
I am above average.
Alright everyone, now comes my favorite part in my videos where I randomly select which movie I'm watching next. Let's take a look. The Silence of the Lambs. Is this Clarice? Why, hello, Clarice. I have to try not to do that impersonation throughout the whole review next time. But God, what hasn't been said about this movie? This film is one of the best pictures in the history of cinema. And Anthony Hopkins as Hannibal Lecter, that's one of the best performances ever. Really, this is a great movie. I haven't seen it in a while, actually, so why not check it out again, and we'll talk about it next time. So, everyone, have you seen Ghost in the Shell? What did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before and you stumbled across it because of this video, please comment below, let me know what you thought about it. And when you're done commenting, please like and subscribe to my channel so you know the next time I post my next movie review. Alright, everyone, so I'll see you next time with my review of Silence of the Lambs. So in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.